And let's see if it's recording. Well, I had a conversation with a guy. He broke up from an extremely short relationship, or not even a relationship. But the thing is, there are things to be learned from. So that's why I'm gonna talk about this. And if you watch this, if you're watching this, I went very soft on you, and you could see after the so-called breakup, he's still willing to go back, or even he said 50 to 60% if she would contact him, that she would go back, or if he would go back, but also that she showed him all the negative things, like disrespect, not appreciation, blah blah blah, all the regular stuff. And I'm saying this with all the respect, but you know, I talk with so many people, and of course I also had my breakups, but I'm at a point in my life, I live in abundance, with an abundant mindset also when it's about women. You know, when it works, it works. If it doesn't work, it doesn't work. And I'm not emotional attached afterwards. When the deal is done, it's done. Not swirling in it, because when you keep on swirling in it, you know, been there, done that. But the thing what I also told this guy, make yourself suffer. See, and when it's about making yourself suffer, a lot of people don't understand what it means. If you have never suffered in your life, let's say on a out of the normality level. So he said, what should I do then? I said, go for a 25-kilometer run. Trust me, you will suffer. And I know you could see on his whole body that he never did a 25-kilometer run. And if he did, he made some mistakes along the way. He's 1 year older than me. And again, if you're watching this, I went very soft on you. But you know, if you want to solve, let's say, pain, like a breakup, there's first of all, you have to be very realistic, in my opinion. You're never gonna get back, never. So it's done deal. So every second that you spend on thinking what could have you done better, you know, what if this, I have seen the sides, you know, all that normal people stuff. There's one remedy for it: discipline. Make yourself suffer. There is nothing else. I don't believe that there is another remedy for it. Yeah, you can start banging a lot of other people, but it's not really solving it. If you have heartbreak feelings, you know, if you have those, and that you really burst out in tears, constantly think about him or her, then banging other people is not going to do the job. I think you have to start thinking a little bit about yourself, make yourself proud, set some new goals, you know, man, do a 25-kilometer run or 10 or whatever. See, and this is another thing. I gave this guy a run for, oh yeah, first it was, but he has an injury on his arm, but I said, you know, go to the boxing school, you know, get yourself a good beating. I'm in Bulgaria, so he's Bulgarian, so he could walk in and say, can you give me a good beating? You know, your mind is going somewhere else when you get hit in the face. That's another thing. A lot of people have never been seriously beaten in the face, you know, and or whatever, getting beaten at all. And if you, one of those people who are in their 20s, never got really beaten in the face, and I know some people would say, yeah, but no, I'm a very strong guy and I'm winning everything. Well, if you really win everything, then we probably have seen you on television in the boxing thing, but otherwise, or in the MMA world. But if not, if you're not one of those people, you never got really hit in the face, you also don't know how it feels, and you would also not know that your mind is going to another place when you really get hit in the face. So, you know, so I said go to the boxing school, ask yourself for a good beat up. But of course, when you give people remedies, and that's why I prefer to record it like this. Maybe one or two people that listen to it out of the, I don't know what, 25 people who watch this video, they will really do something with it. So one thing, make yourself suffer, go for a run. Oh yeah, let's go back to the boxing thing. The guy said, of course, he's injured now on his left arm. But the thing is, if you really want to go over there, ask that somebody hits you on the chest and on the stomach, just to get your mind away from your self-crushing mindset. And then I said, do the 25-kilometer run. Then he has, of course, an injured foot. But this is now something to think about. Probably has pain, people in pain, blah blah blah. But people who are in pain, did they do for the past 30 years? And when people have pain in their limbs, I always think about those guys who lost everything, you know, and still go to the gym doing all those things, miracle things with the weights. And there are always people who have it worse. Another thing, think about people who really have bad feelings. You know, their house just got bombed. Parents died from the bombing. Your wife got raped. Your hand got cut off. How do you feel the thing that those people feel? And the thing is, yeah, but Alan, that sounds very Spartan. Yes, it does. But if you feel so overwhelmed by your heartbreak, I think you really should consider that the whole world is not turning around you. It's not all about you. And I'm gonna say it like this: if you make yourself suffer, and it's a little bit about you, and you really suffer physically, and to get yourself distracted, you're not gonna have from your heartbreak. You're not thinking about your heartbreak. You see, for example, if everything would be too much, like a physical exercise, go to the sauna. Go to the fucking sauna, sit over there until you cannot hold it anymore, and then 5 minutes extra. Trust me, you're gonna focus on your body. Very easy one, go to the sauna. Yeah, but I don't have the money or whatever for the sauna. Well, if you don't, then you shouldn't get in a relationship in the first place, right? So that's another thing. Yeah, but I'm living in a very poor area. Okay, now the excuses are coming. Yeah, we're going into the excuses part. Why not? Well, if you cannot go to the sauna, then go for a walk. You can walk. And then how many kilometers? No, until you cannot, and then a little bit more. What I always say, something so-called negative or positive, all that normal people thinking, they're all too soft on themselves. Way too soft. Ask an average person who has all kind of things on their mind, and you know, they don't make themselves suffer. Discipline. If you watch my videos, everything is surrounded, and the discipline is the main thing. I had an ex, multiple exes, that said, you could better be married to the calisthenics spot. Yeah, maybe I will put a ring on it. I will never give it up for anyone, because this is another thing. Let's say it like this. Let's get back to the conversation with the guy. He started idolizing her, I think. But not only this, he also compared her with an ex. An ex is an ex, and that means that is the end. It's never gonna happen again. And even if you would go back, you are the fucking loser, right? Say how it is. You are the loser. You lost. It's not that you were a loser in my eyes or somebody else's eyes. You lost already the battle. Is it a battle to get in a relationship with somehow or somebody? No, not really, but there should be some sort of a balance, and to earn that balance, your position, you know, yeah, you need to put in the work. So you need to win something, right? So what did he do? He started idolizing. He told me a little bit like, and I don't think that he even know